Topic will be presented by Mr. Vikas Awasthi, who is the Director, Government and PSU Checkpoint. A huge round of applause for a very, very important topic by Mr. Vikas Awasthi. Can we have you on the dais, please, sir?
And my fellow colleagues from the industry, many of you from the bureaucrats. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about zero trust and why actually, we are talking about zero trust today, right? So I'm here to talk on zero trust security model for critical information infrastructure, and that's largely all the government infrastructure falls under critical information infrastructure. And I'll touch upon few very interesting data points. Also, how Checkpoint can help you to achieve this zero trust security model. So before I begin to talk about zero trust security model, let's understand why the need has arisen to adopt this kind of model by various critical organizations. Right? So if I talk about why the need has arisen to adopt this kind of zero trust security model, now what has happened? Rapid digitalization. I think since morning many of guys are talking about rapid digitalization. Second is due to this COVID and the pandemic, 60% people are still working remotely. Most of our working class is still remote. And as per Gartner, I think 18% of the people will never come back to office in near future. That's what Gartner says. And growing uses of public, private, as well as hybrid and multi-cloud is making and giving much more attack surface to the attackers. And that's where Checkpoint researchers have found that there is a global weekly 32% increase in global weekly attacks, right? And that by the way, this percentage is much higher for Indian critical information infrastructures. But the more worrisome part is not just about the incremental attacks which we are witnessing. The more worrisome part is ransomware, wherein we found that 59% of increase in ransomware attacks. And the more, as we move right side of the chart, we are foreseeing that there are Gen 5 attacks, state-sponsored attacks, and those are predominantly hitting Indian government establishment very, very hard. And that's where, security management, if you see, we are having, they are more focused on detections. So what happens, we put so many, electronic gadgets, or you can say security devices into our infrastructure. So they get endless alerts and multiple false positive. That creates a fatigue for all our security professionals who are managing security operations. Multiple tools, they are not talking to each other. They are into silos, right? Then we have, on an average, by the way, that is because of Gartner says, on an average, an organization uses 12 to 14 different security tools in their organization, right? Now, this lack context because we don't know what is happening. All these siloed and point product, they don't talk to each other. Now, this is a bigger challenge. I can talk hours and hours on this. Why we have a skill set shortage and how we can create more cyber warrior in India. So that's altogether a different topic, but it's not about scaring you. What's the remedy of all this? So the remedy is, Forrester coined a term in 2019, early 2019. They were talking about zero trust security model, right? Trust at verify. And by virtue, by definition, everything is into denial mode, right? Nothing is being trusted. So it has 7 principles, zero trust. One is the workloads. So who's going to, access all the workloads, be it on public or private or a multi-cloud, wherever they are. And second is people. Now, if you see and if you have seen Gartner's market access report on this, they are talking about credential theft, and that has become new norm that people are, SolarWinds, one of the latest attack that was due to this credential theft and identity theft. We third principle of zero trust is about networks, right? How we can do micro-segmentation and all those things. Then we have data and devices, and all these are, people are talking about automation and orchestration, so that there should be, we can minimize manual intervention and human errors. That is also causing a lot of damage when it comes to cybersecurity. We can also talk about visibility and analytics, where we foresee lot many things can be avoided by utilizing and leveraging AI ML tools in terms of our network detection response tools and multiple other tools. Now, these are 7 principles based on the zero trust security model of Forrester's. I can talk about how Checkpoint can help to achieve overall zero trust security framework for your organizations and what all we do, right? So these there are 5 things which I can talk about where Checkpoint is largely present and does helps. So that's first thing is about networks. How we can achieve zero trust for our networks. So multiple things. Checkpoint's quantum security gateway can help you achieve uh, first objective, that is zero trust for networks. Everything what is hitting your networks shall be verified. We can have multiple other things when I will talk about access. Now, second is workload. So there's a topic which we wanted to touch upon for more 30 seconds. So there is a cloud guard security solution from Checkpoint which safeguards if your data is on cloud, or it's a private cloud, or it's a public cloud from hyperscalers or anyone. I've mentioned multiple names over there, and you will get cloud guard network security, you can get cyber security posture management, workload protections, and all those things can be given by Checkpoint to achieve zero trust for workload. Let's talk about people. So people, of course, there will be multi-factor authentications, and those are, there's a thin line between people and devices. People do carry multiple devices nowadays, but that can also be done by utilizing multi-factor authentication and various tools which Checkpoint does offer. Right. Now the third and the last pillar which comes, and we talk about data, right? How we can secure your data, whether it's in transit, whether it is coming from web or it is coming from an email. So we have a big portfolio. We call it a Harmony portfolio that talks about email security solutions. It talks about endpoint security solutions, and that's how we secure your endpoints, your email, your business emails, and multiple other data points, including offering a DLP which is coming via our quantum security gateway and our Harmony email security solution. So that's how we achieve all the 5 pillars. Now rest 2 pillars which I spoke about. One is about visibility. So all these solutions, whether we talk about CloudGuard or we talk about quantum security gateways, they all offer you a great visibility when it comes to what's happening in your network. We do have a network detection NDR solution that gives you a very granular visibility. Our quantum security gateway provides you a much more granular control that who is accessing what, at what time, and how you can block them. So Checkpoint believes in a prevention first approach, and that's what we do. It is not just about detection. So we do have, our entire philosophy revolves around prevention first. So we do a lot of automation. Most of our tools, most of these security solutions are powered by our threat cloud. That's our research and development organization in the area of cyber security, and that is one of the biggest in world. When I say one of the biggest, generally Israelis do a fair amount of good job when it comes to cyber security. So these are few pillars: visibility, automation, and all the 7 pillars where Forrester touches upon. We do have solution for each and every pillar, and we can work to achieve more greater zero trust framework for you. So there are 3 things which we talk about. One is about complete, so it touches all points, all 7 pillars. Efficient, so when we say about efficiency, I think our prevention first approach gives a lot of efficiency in our solution. And then we talk about preventing, right? We believe in prevention first approach. So that's how we help our customers or all organizations to achieve zero trust security model. Moving on, this is the latest one, something where I can talk about. We have recently launched MDR solution, that is Managed Detection and Response. We renamed it Managed Prevention Response. We believe in prevention first. So our horizon is infinity architecture, touches upon all 7 principles of zero trust framework, and horizon helps you as in terms of automation of your security operations and providing you the context and visibility what is happening in your network, data center, cloud, or in terms of even IoT. So that's a consolidation approach which we have taken. In fact, all the analysts today talk about platform approach and consolidation approach. So we have taken that step long back. Today we are talking about horizon security. That's nothing but a great platform to be tested upon. We would be very happy and keen to provide you these kind of POCs and demos for your organization. So moving on, I would just summarize. I'm a minute up to my time. So this threat landscape is growing, and it's growing big time. Mostly, it is because of the Gen 5 attacks which are happening towards our government infrastructure. Trust, we generally do trust, but still verify. That's what the motive of zero trust security framework. And we as a checkpoint, we help you to achieve zero trust when it comes to your critical information infrastructure. So that's all I had, ladies and gentlemen, for today. I'd be around for some more time. In case you have any question related to checkpoint, me, zero trust, or any kind of cyber security solution, I'd be around. I'd be happy to assist you. Thank you, stay safe, and that's all from my side.
Government and PSU checkpoint. Can we have a round of applause one more time? Thank you so much, sir.